Yes, but let's start with high school football. There's doesn't seem to be much parity in the NFL, but there's parity with our local football teams. It's tough to figure out which ones are good and which ones aren't so good. So we're going to put Laurie right on the spot right off the bat. I
Thanks
already
a lot.
warned her this is happening. We're about halfway through the season. Who to you is the number one local high school football team? Go.
I would have to say New Bedford High.
New Bedford High.
Yes.
The Whalers.
The Whalers.
And their record is 2-2-1, so they're not tearing it up, but they play a tough schedule.
Yep.
They've played some tough teams.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good offense. The defense is a little
yeah. I mean
it's up and down.
They lost. I mean, their two losses were to Bridgewater Raynham and Attleboro, and those are
good teams.
Yeah, really good teams. And then last week they beat Barnstable, in a last-second touchdown pass. And
yep.
The thing with them is it seems like they're able to move the ball both in the air and on the ground. I mean, John Williams last week had 277 yards rushing.
Did he really?
Touchdowns. Yeah, wow. I didn't. When Buddy
Wow.
told me, I almost didn't believe him. I said, "What? How much?" And
that's incredible.
Yeah, and they have a lot of great receivers.
They must have a pretty decent line. I mean, they have so it's good offensive line.
Yeah, their big problem is their defense.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw that in the game against Attleboro, and I mean, they just struggle with tackling, and the kids seem like they're a little bit out of position on defense, but their offense is real strong. I mean, the one thing is, even though they don't have a great defense, they held Bridgewater Raynham a couple weeks ago to only 14 points, and they'd been scoring a lot of points.
So they're streaky.
Yeah. Okay. I guess they'd be inconsistent on defense. I guess.
Are they a 2A team or the? Because I mean, I think with the numbers that school would have, you wouldn't have to be. But
I think some of the kids are playing 2A.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they have a huge turnout for the football team. It's not like they're going 70 or 80 deep. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, I'd have to look that up and see. But I mean, I think if I remember correctly, some of the kids that were playing on offense were playing on defense against Attleboro. That was a few weeks ago, though.
But I mean, usually when you have, I mean, even a team like Dartmouth last year, who had a lot of players and a really good team. I mean, your star players usually play both ways.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's your quarterback, I mean, sometimes you don't have him play both ways.
Well, I think that Dartmouth. I mean, Sylvia played defense last year, I believe.
Yep.
So
I know Wareham always has.
Yeah, I mean, usually your star players should play both.
Yep.
Who's New Bedford have this week?
New Bedford is at Sandwich on Friday.
Sandwich?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Sandwich is
Blue Knights.
is 1-4. They lost.
We
got
to beat Sandwich. This is okay. If anyone from New Bedford's watching this, I'm going to be personally upset if you can't beat Sandwich.
No, they will beat Sandwich.
Sandwich is good.
Yeah, they lost to Falmouth last week, which Falmouth is usually real good every year.
Plus, their name is Sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a former Sandwich resident.
What?
I did for a few years.
Come on, Sandwich they have like boys on the field hockey team. They're a mess, Sandwich.
For all of our friends who read the Cape Cod Times and download this podcast.
Hey, I don't have any problem saying I got a personal beef with Sandwich, and I'm willing to let it override any
personal beef sandwich.
I just said beef and sandwich.
See, I like sandwiches, so.
I like sandwiches too. That's the ironic thing. New Bedford to win. Okay.
Yes.
So New Bedford.
Yep.
Beat Sandwich. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.